Good day, everyone. Today, our subject is Learning Strand 5, Understanding the Self and Society. Before we proceed to our topic, first, we will read the objectives. Describe land and water forms in one's community. Next, draw a simple map of the community from one's home to school, showing the important landmarks and structure, land and water forms, etc. Ask and answer question correctly. As learner, enjoy the video. It is all about land and water formation.
Welcome to the Philippines!
Let's have a springboard. Let's do a group activity. First, the student will be divided into two groups. Next, each group will be given a puzzle. Group 1, what picture did you make with a puzzle? Okay, it is a mountain. How about group 2? What is this? It is a... What is landforms? Land formation is recognizable natural form features on Earth's surface. It includes large features such as plain, plateau, mountain, and valley. Next is mountain. Mountain is a very large mound of land. A mountain may differ from a plateau in having a limited summit area, and it is usually higher than a hills, typically rising at least 300 meters above the surrounding land. Next is an island. Island is a body of land surrounded by water. It may occur in ocean, lakes, rivers, and sea. A group of island is called an archipelago. Next is the hill. Hill is a land that is raised, that has sloping side. Hills came from many sizes, from small and flat to high and rolling. Example of this is the Chocolate Hills, which is situated in Bohol. The next is a desert, a large area of land, usually a hot region, where there is almost no water, rain, trees, or plant. Example is a Sahara. Located in North Africa, it is the largest desert. This is the picture of a bay. Bay is a body of water partially surrounded by land. It is usually smaller or less enclosed than a gulf, the mouth of the bay where meets the ocean or lakes. This is the volcano or volcan. Volcano are openings or vents where lava, tephra, and steam erupt into Earth's surface. Ang bulkan ay mayroong bunganga o butas na doon lumalabas ang kumukulong putik na tinatawag natin na lava. Halimbawa dito ay ang bulkang Mayon na matatagpuan sa Bicol. This one is the canyon. A canyon is a deep, narrow valley with steep side. Ito ay malalim at makitid na lambak na may matarik sa gilid. The canyon came from the Spanish word cañón, which means tube or pipe. Peninsula, a piece of land that is almost entirely surrounded by water. Ito yung klase ng anyong lupa na napapaligiran ng tubig pero may bahagi na konektado ito sa mainland. Plain is a broad area of flat land. Ang kapatagan o plain are the major landforms or types of land on Earth. They cover more than 1/3 of the world's land area. Mesa is a flat-topped mountain or hills. Mesa is a wide, flat, elevated landforms. Mesa is a Spanish word that means table. Cliff is a mass of rock that rises very high and is almost vertical or straight up and down. Cliffs are very common landscape features. They can form near the ocean, high in mountains. Valley o lambak is an elongated low area often running between hills or mountain. Ito yung patag na lupa sa pagitan ng dalawang bundok. We are done with the landforms. Now let's proceed to the waterforms. Waterforms, most of the earth is covered in water. The water in oceans, the sea, rivers, and lakes is surface water. The water in the seas and ocean has a lot of salt, and it is called salt water. The water in the river and most lakes does not contain such salt, and it is called fresh water. Let's discuss first the ocean. Ocean is a large body of salt water. It is nearly 3/4 of the surface of the earth. The 5 oceans are Antarctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Antarctic Ocean. The next is the river, or ito yung tinatawag natin na ilog. River is a moving stream of water that travels through land. I know some of you have experience in bathing in the river. Pond is a small area of water that is smaller than lake. Pond is artificial structure used for farming of fish. It is filled with fresh water, is fairly shallow, and it is usually non-flowing. Usually, the rich have a pond in the garden and put koi fish. Lake, body of water surrounded by land. Lake water is still standing, meaning it doesn't flow from point A to point B. In the same way, a river does. Since they are often fed by rivers, spring, or precipitation, lakes are primary fresh water. Waterfalls o talon is a step descent of a river or a body of water over a rocky ledge. An example is the Maria Cristina Falls, where we get electricity. Springs are formed when groundwater flows onto the surface. This happens when the water table reaches above the surface level. Tuyuso is one of the example of spring o tinatawag natin na bukal. A gulf or a gulpo is an inlet of an ocean that stretches so that it is bounded by land on the three sides. The term was used traditionally for large, highly indented bodies of salt water that are enclosed by the coastal. A strait is a narrow body of water that connects two larger bodies of water. It may be formed by a fracture in an isthmus, a narrow body of land that connects two bodies of water. Let's have an activity. I will show you a picture and you will identify whether it is a land form or water form, and you will describe. This is the first picture. What is this? Land form or water form? Second picture. Land form or water form? How about this picture? It is land form or water form? Next picture. What is this? I have questions for you. Let's see if you learned something. First question. What are the examples of land formation? Who can answer this question? My second question is, what are the examples of water formation? And my last question is, how can we take care of land and water forms? To develop your mastery in our lesson, you will draw in a clean bond paper which is provided by your teacher. In land formation, you will draw the volcano and mesa. In water formation, you will draw the river and waterfalls. I will play a video and you will need to watch and listen carefully in order that you will answer the questions later.
Wala ka bang napapansin sa iyong mga kapaligiran? Kay dumi na ng hangin, pati na ang mga ilog natin. Hindi nga masamang pag-unlad at malayo-layo na rin ang ating narating. Ngunit masdan mo ang tubig sa dagat, dati kulay asul, ngayon'y naging itim. Ang mga duming ating ikinalat sa hangin, sa langit, huwag na nating paabutin. Upang kung tayo'y pumanaw man sa riwang hangin, sa langit natin matitikman. Mayroon lang akong hinihiling, sa aking pagpanaw sana ay tag-ulan. Gitara ko ay aking dadalhin, upang sa ulap na lang tayo magkantahan. kayang matitikman? May mga puno pa kaya silang aakyatin? May mga ilog pa kayang lalamuyan?
Bakit di natin pag-isipan ang nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran?
Hindi nga masamang pagunlad kung hindi nakakasira ng kalikasan. Darating ang panahon, mga ibong dala ay wala nang madadapuan. Masdan mo ang mga punong dati ay kay tatag, ngayon'y namamatay dahil sa ating kalukuhan. Lahat ng bagay na narito sa lupa, biyayang galing sa Diyos kahit nung ika'y wala pa. Ingatan natin at huwag nang sirain pa, pagkat pag kanyang linawi tayo'y mawawala na.
Meron lang akong hinihiling, sa aking pagpanaw sana ay tagunan. Gitara ko ay aking dadalhin, upang sa ulap na lang tayo magkantahan.
What are the message of the song? As an ALS learner, what can you do for our nature? Let's test your learning at this moment. We will be having a formative assessment. I will give 10 minutes to answer. Your timer start now. Okay, time's up. Pass your paper forward. For your additional activity, with the use of newspaper and other printed materials, cut a picture of a healthy environment that shows the land and water forms. Paste it in a clean band paper. Write the importance of environment in our daily life and how we should care our environment. This is the criteria for your additional activity. Relevance to the topic, 10 points. Grammar and spelling, 5 points. Creativity, 5 points. Total, 20 points. That's all for today. I hope that you learned something.